Welcome to the Caddo Convos, the podcast that explores the vibrant community of businesses thriving in Caddo Office Reimagined. We're here to shine a light on the incredible entrepreneurs and professionals who make the most of our private offices, co-working spaces, and day office rentals in the Dallas-Fort Worth suburbs. Join us as we share their stories, celebrate their successes, and dive into the benefits of working in a space that's close to home but offers so much more than working from home. Let's get started with today's conversation. Joining me on the show today is Brandon Briscoe with Clean Finances. Thanks for joining me in the studio, Brandon.
Absolutely. Really excited to be here.
Great. Well, let's talk about what you do for your customers. What are the services you provide that they should be paying attention to here?
Yeah, our customers are small businesses and nonprofits who are trying to grow, and they are at the scale where they just don't need a full-time accounting staff that they're paying salaries and benefits out to. So we follow really that gap to serve them well with outsourced fractional bookkeeping, accounting, and CFO services.
Terrific. And so who is your typical, you mentioned like small businesses, what types of businesses typically hire you? I'd say in the 80 percentile, mostly it's these people.
Yeah. So we do have a lot of service-based businesses, daycares, PR firms, organizations that are providing services to their customers with reoccurring revenue models. And we have a large section of our clients as nonprofits as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my background was in nonprofit accounting. We love working with organizations really making a positive impact in their communities. And that goes in, of course, for the for-profit world and the nonprofit world, but we've developed a niche around some of those nonprofits.
So talk to me about the customer journey. Someone calls you, finds you through however they find you.
Yeah.
What's the first meeting like?
Yeah, we call it the discovery call. We make it very easy to book, so you could just go to our website and book that for a convenient time. And that discovery call would be with me. And we're going to spend up to an hour, really. I mean, as much time as you like, 30 minutes, an hour, just talking about your business, the pain points. Really what led you to booking that call is some sort of discomfort with the way the finances currently are being managed or run. And we walk through our services. We want to make sure it's a good fit, and we'll be upfront with you if we don't think it's a great fit, and really get a sense for the project and the scope. And from that discovery call, you'll receive a proposal from us. We keep everything very straightforward. Pricing's very clear, very, very plain and flexible. So you're going to get that proposal from us right away, and we love to kick things off with, if that sounds good to you, you're going to be able to sign that proposal digitally, get going, and we are off to the races with onboarding with a kickoff call. So pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that's great. It's definitely kind of meeting them where they are. Most people don't know what they don't know. Mm-hmm. They don't know what they need. So that discovery call is so important. Just a relaxed.
Yeah, no strings attached. And even with the services, we understand with your finances, it's a very, sensitive topic. So we want to build trust in our relationships with clients. So everything is month to month as a default. Once you've been going with us for a while and we know that there's clarity around the volume and the work required and the price points right for you, we do offer clients an option to lock in a year. And we give out a 5% discount for that. But that's all a conversation after we've become good friends, trusted, a trusted partner in your business. We don't try to get any long-term contracts signed in the first 6 months.
That's great. So talk to me about the customer journey from a success standpoint. Someone's come to you and we just had that discovery call, and now look for 2 years later, where someone started with they're probably a mess, didn't know, and talk to me about someone that's stayed around for a while. Give me an example.
Yeah. Well, we do have a lot of those. We luckily in this bookkeeping services world, we've been blessed to really have some long-term partnerships that we've been serving for years. I started the business 10 years ago, and some of those first clients are still here. So that's really a huge honor and means a lot to us. Really just that journey. We oftentimes see clients come to us, and there is an emotional burden connected to bad bookkeeping. If you've got bad bookkeeping, if you aren't able to really lean into the financial statements you're looking at and rely on them, it's very hard to run your business with any sort of confidence, any sort of clarity. So there is oftentimes, not always, sometimes the books are perfect and something else fell through with their last guy. It's a quick and easy transition. Oftentimes, though, there's a cleanup involved. There is the work to go through, really rolling up our sleeves and getting things right. And it's really amazing to see that journey for the client to go through something that caused so much financial stress, so much financial just heartache and chaos in their business. As an entrepreneur myself, I understand that, right? And then to be able to see them go through the journey where, what we say is oftentimes organizations find themselves trying to grow their business, but they're experiencing financial clutter, confusion, and chaos. And that clutter is going to waste your time in the business. That confusion is going to kill your profits. And that chaos is going to choke your impact. So if you take the inverse of that, you arrive at Clean Finance's mission statement. And that's to empower entrepreneurs to reclaim their time, to elevate their profits, and to maximize your impact. And we try to do that through really promoting and fostering financial clarity, financial controls, and financial calm in their business.
So talk to me about your career path. Something led you to start this business. What was it?
Yeah. So I actually studied economics at UT Arlington.
Makes sense, yeah.
And as I was getting my degree, was working as a bookkeeper originally for a couple of nonprofits. And then kind of that evolved into really getting promoted into the finance director role, working with their CFO and their president. And I loved what I did. I really should have just changed my degree to accounting, but I was on that economics path and enjoyed it. So I loved what I did. And then I graduated from college, and I actually also turned 21 and got married all at the same time.
Oh, wow. That's a busy time.
It was a 30-day just craziness.
Whirlwind of life change.
Yeah. And, walking out of those 30 days with my new wife and the career in front of me, I was just under the very gullible assumption that one of those nonprofits I was helping in school was going to say, congratulations on graduating, here's a full-time job. And, we wait around a couple months and realize that's not happening. And I'm working hourly for, a couple of different organizations. How is this going to scale? How is this going to work? And with my economics degree, that was also interesting. I was like, well, I can just pivot and go into the full-time workforce. But I really, really loved what I was doing. So I turned one of my employers into my first client.
That's
and
great.
Started the LLC, realizing that there's a lot of organizations. It's not wrong of them to not hire a full-time person, and they don't need a full-time person. So I started the LLC from there. It was going to be Clear Finances, but clearfinances.com was not available, and we just went with Clean Finances, and that was 10 years ago this month, actually.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Decade in.
Yeah.
That's definitely worth celebrating.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
I get it. That's great. So, Brandon, you have an office here at the Lakewood, that's in Dallas, Caddo Office. Why did you choose Caddo for your office solution?
Oh, that's a great question. I've always been a really big fan of co-working, and we've actually been native to East Dallas, my wife and I, since we moved here about 8 years ago. So I've been at other co-working spaces, really have enjoyed it, and I remember when they were building this location, kind of caught my eye. But I was happy where I was and didn't have any needs there to kind of tour it at the time. Looking back, I wish I did, because now all of the offices with windows are taken.
yeah. Relegated to,
Yeah.
I mean, they're all nice, right? But a window would have been nice too.
Yes. So
you have to bide your time now.
Yeah. So really just last year, around summertime, we were looking to get a little bit more wiggle room, a little bit more space in our office. And it dawned on me for the first time that it would not be unheard of to consider all options. So that's when I first toured Caddo and really loved what I found here, and it's been great for the team and I.
That's terrific. How do you like to be reached? What's the best way for prospective clients to reach you?
Yeah. With our website, it has everything you need there. It's also right where you click into, schedule your discovery call. So that would just be cleanfinances.com, and you can find us there.
So a thought about businesses. What's like the number one advice before they call you that they can prepare for that call? So they make a good use of both your and their, especially their time. What do they bring to that call?
Yeah, I would just say bring some just from the get-go, jump in with vulnerability, because we're going to have access to your QuickBooks account. So a lot of clients I've heard so many times, and if you're a client listening, I love you. I've heard so many times, yeah, the books aren't that bad. I think that's when you know they're bad. Yeah.
When someone says that, especially when they go, they're not that bad, but
yeah. So we love. We're not surprised by anything, and you don't have to put on an act. So just let us know where the pain points are, and that helps us really have a better understanding to articulate the vision of what this onboarding project will look like. And get clear on expectations right from the get-go.
So Brandon, I really appreciate you coming on the show today and just sharing your knowledge, your passion, and your success, having been in business for 10 years with our audience.
Yeah, it's really a pleasure. I appreciate you having me on, and love Caddo. It's been a great home for us, and it's been fun to get to serve more businesses.
Thank you for joining us today on the Caddo Convos podcast. A huge shout out to our incredible network of members for making our community vibrant and supportive. If you're looking to boost your productivity and reduce the isolation of working from home, consider joining us at Caddo Office Reimagine. Our spaces are designed to meet your evolving needs, support remote work, and foster a sense of community that's hard to find at home. Whether you're a startup aiming for growth, a freelancer seeking a professional setting, or a company looking to optimize resources, Caddo offers a perfect blend of flexibility and innovation. By joining us, you'll be a part of a dynamic business ecosystem that helps you thrive. For more information, visit caddooffices.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on Caddo Convos.